G'day all, Swampy here. Welcome to 2017. Today is 2nd, or January 2nd of January. We've been doing a fair bit the last couple of days. Brian and I took Two Filipinas on tour, and we all went for a bit of a drive. Went to Maleny. Beautiful part of the country is Maleny, little country town on the top of a hill. Took the girls there to visit some family. And my mum, basically. And then we left Maleny, went down through the back roads, down the back of the mountain, and down along the Diagular Highway, and into Kilcoy, where we visited some more extended family of Brian and Brian's father. Spent a few hours there, had some lunch, and from there we went through, we returned back to here via the back of the dams, all the area around Lake Somerset Dam. Around Wivenhoe and back in through to the area here. Then then that evening life got really interesting when little Buster decided to get bitten by something. We don't know what. He was in the backyard and it was just on dusk. The sun had gone down, so it was dark, but not totally dark. And all of a sudden he started howling and running across the yard at a great rate of knots. We couldn't initially see anything wrong with him, and then we found what initially looked like a couple of puncture marks on his back leg. Our immediate thought was that he'd been bitten by a snake. So we put him in the car and went to the emergency after hours vet, the Green Cross vets that operate at Wollongabba. Excellent facility. We took him there, and we were there for several hours, and I'm talking like 3 hours. We were there while they ran tests on him. I gotta tell you, that is scary stuff. When waiting for the results of tests to find out whether or not your dog, much loved family member, has been bitten by a snake, you just bated breath. Because the test kit to learn if the dog has been bitten by a snake is $300, which don't care, just pay it. Just find out if the dog's been bitten by a snake. The result was negative. He had not been bitten by a snake. We don't know what he was bitten by, but we do know he was not bitten by a snake. Heaven forbid if he had been bitten by a snake, the anti-venin that needs to be given if he has been bitten by a snake costs about $4,500, depending on what breed of snake had bitten him. So thankfully that was not required, but it brings me to the point that it's kind of sad when you think that we would not have been able to afford the antivenin required for the dog, and that's sad. Anyway, yeah, didn't require it, but I'm sure there are many people in the world at some stage that would require it, and possibly some of them would not be able to afford it. Probably most. Anyway, so there you go, Buster's little emergency, potential life-threatening emergency, and we took two Filipinas on a little tour of South East Queensland, and they all got to enjoy everything. I'll throw up some pictures somewhere along through this video so you can see some of the beautiful scenery from around the Maleny area, and yeah, and Kilcoy and around the back of Somerset Dam. Anyway, hoping you are all having a wonderful new year, and hope it continues that way, being positive. You all have a great week. Bye for now.